Hello everyone. Hope all are doing good and you have enjoyed your weekend. So I welcome you all to English session. So in this English session we're going to learn unit 3 and topic of unit 3 is a letter from a mother which is written by Mary Ann Kane. A letter from a mother written by Mary Kane. So here a letter from a mother. What do you understand by this topic? Yes, we can understand the mother is writing a letter to someone, right? To someone. So any guesses to whom she must be writing letter? Yes, she must be writing to her own mother, or maybe she's writing to her aunt, maybe she's writing to her husband, maybe she's writing for her friends, or maybe for her children, right? So let's see to whom she's writing letter and why she's writing a letter. So we have a quick information about the author. Mary Ann King lives near the Bend in one of the three rivers of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where she teaches prose writing and women studies at Indiana University. She is the recipient of an Indian Arts Commission Individual Artist. Her books on writing workshop, revising writer talks, Gender and Culture in Acts of Composing was published by Sunny Press in 1994-5. She traveled to India where she interviewed devotees of the legendary Anandamayi Ma, spiritual advisor to Indira Gandhi, to learn about Indian women spiritual practices. So this was a short information about the author. So before we start our lesson, we have a pre-reading activity. Okay? You are all in class 7, right? Yes. You come to school from your homes, don't you? Of course. Is any one of you living in a hostel? I don't think so. But if you have, do you have a brother or a sister or a friend who's living in a hostel? Yes, maybe you have, right? You may have some friends who are staying in a hostel away from the home. Now, at home, parents look after their children, correct? What about children living in hostel, that too in distant places? Who will take care? Of course, warden, right? In charge of that hostel. How do parents keep in touch with them? Come on, children. How do parents keep in touch with them? Yeah, of course. Now we have a communication tool, right? Through mobile, we can touch with them. But before we had a mobile. They used to write a letter. Very good. They used to write a letter. Now, parents write to the children regularly. Both feel they are talking to each other. And in this letter, a mother talks to her daughter. Clear? A mother talks to her daughter. So let's start our lesson. Lesson starts by saying, Dear Poonam, it is a strange to write because I'm so used to you being close by. We say a lot without words, you know. But now you are away and I can't help but think of how you are growing up so quickly. So this is the only first of more and more times apart until, like a bird, you will be ready to fly away. It will be my greatest joy to see you strong and confident, even as it brings me sorrow to be part. So now here, mother is writing a letter to her daughter, and name of the daughter is Poonam. Okay. So now Poonam is somewhere else, somewhere far from her mother, and now mother is writing a letter to her daughter saying that it is very difficult time that we are not able to stay together. Okay, I am so used of you because you're always with me, and without saying the words also I can understand you or you can understand me, right? But you are away now but I can't help but because you are growing, right? So you are growing, and that's the reason we are separated. Okay, and I wanted you to get a confidence in yourself, and you should be strong, and you should enjoy your life, right? Like a bird, how she enjoyed the life, right? Same way, I want you to be strong and to be confident and to be uh, courage to fight with all your situations. And I know, if you're apart from me, if you separate from me only, that is the only way where you can be more strong. And I'm happy. It is very sad thing for me that we are not together, but I'm happy that if this distance make you strong and confident. Now in second paragraph, now the mom is telling her that yes, we are separated, yes, we are far, but I think it is a good thing, because the words which I was not telling you when you were with me, right? When you were with me, I was not using those words. Now I can put all those words together and I can write it, right? And she says that you are very strong minded, okay, and you will not get discouraged, you will not lose hope, okay. And now her mama is telling one incident which happened before, and that incident was about multiplication tables. So teacher, in the school, the Poonam's teacher was teaching multiplication, which was very much faster, right? And this poor girl, that is Poonam, was not able to catch it. Now she came back home and she felt very bad that I am not able to learn the table, and I'm not able to keep up with my teacher. But you know what she did? What she has done, she made her own study card, okay, with the help of her daddy. She asked, I'm not able to understand the multiplication, so let's sit together, daddy, and we have our own card. And she made the card and she learned the tables with her own way. And that is how mom is reminding her that you are strong minded and you will never get discouraged. Same way, when we have to be, even in school or anywhere, you are not able to understand. So what you have to do, you should not get upset, you should not get angry, but you have to make yourself your own ways of learning, and you have to learn that. Now in third paragraph, now the mother is telling that I know you are in new surrounding. New surrounding means it's a new place for you with new people, because you are in a hostel. Now you understood where is she? Why mama is writing a letter to daughter? Because daughter is in hostel, and she says that place is new for you. Even people are also new for you, okay? And you cannot do the things which you used to do at home, right? We do something at home, and same thing we cannot do outside the home, right? So things have been changed, and mother is advising the daughter that you have to be very much careful so that you can look after you, right? You have to care for yourself, because no one is going to ask you how are you fine, did you have your dinner, lunch, how you're feeling, because nobody will ask, correct? Only in the house they will ask, your mama will ask, your dad will ask, your sisters will ask, your relatives will ask. But as a new place, you have to take care of yourself. And now mama also advising her that whatever you wanted, you have to speak, right? See, I say, when you are at home and when you want something from your mama, even if you don't tell her, she will get you, correct? But here in the hostel, nobody is there, right? Mama is somewhere else. So what you have to do, if you want something, if you need something, you have to ask your hostel warden. Warden is nothing but the in charge, okay? Because she can't give you attention. She can't only give you the attention. You can't say that warden is not taking care of me, because under the warden there are so many girls are there. So if you want something, you have to ask with the warden, okay? And also she says, and see, look after the other people, because for others also that hostel is a new area, right? And if you can help somebody in the hostel, please help them. Now in paragraph 5, mama says, don't think that you're the only one who needs everything, right? Because everyone who are there are new for that hostel, right? And during this time you will become homesick. So homesick is nothing but when you start missing your home, right? So she says, mother says that if you feel homesick, you may find helping someone else. If you start missing somebody, if you start missing your family, what can you do? You go and help others. The others will become your friend, and that is how you can feel better and you will not miss your home. Now in paragraph 6, Mama is saying to her that Mama wants her to do different kinds of experiences, right? That is, you will learn new things in a new areas, right? So you don't get confused. You don't get confused because you're learning new acts, right? You're learning new things. So don't get confused, but don't be afraid to try new activities, okay? And introduce yourself to new people. So don't get scared when introducing yourself to the other people. Try to learn the new things. Try to learn new things. Don't get confused and have a confidence on yourself. And 7th paragraph, Mama says, look after your own happiness. That means whatever you feel happy, do it without waiting for anyone, okay? Don't look out. If you want to do something which makes you happy, please do that. But Mama says also one advice, but don't forget to look after for other welfare too. But don't forget to see others' happiness too. In that hostel who are alone, you do whatever you want to do which makes you happy, but also do something which makes happy others too. Now here in the 8th paragraph, mother says that you have always helped others. You have always done good things for your friends, for your surroundings, right? But as you are in your new situation, don't get confused. Don't get confused by seeing new people, by seeing new areas. Don't get confused, because I know, dear, that you are a adorable girl and you have all responsibilities. You can do everything. So don't get confused by seeing the new things. And she also says in 9th paragraph, take your time, because all of a sudden you cannot adjust with the new people, correct? So you have to take some time to adjust with the people. And when you make yourself happy, when you make things which makes you happy, remember there are the other people in the hostel who even have the feelings. In short, you should not hurt the feelings of other. And she writes, please write soon, love, mom. So here she gave an advice in full of letter, and she asked her to take care in the hostel, and she asked also to take care of the other people who are there. So this is your lesson for the day. I hope you enjoyed your class, and I hope you learned something in this class. So see you soon. Thank you.